So, I'm going to be the old man here. That's how it's been. That's what I'm here for. I am the one who's going to go against the grain many times with the fitted world. Because there's a difference with hat community and the fitted world, because there's more than just fitted hats out there. If you didn't realize, there are singless dad hats and snapbacks and hats otherwise out there. So, and there's other brands other than New Era. Now, I should start off by saying happy 5950 day, everyone. It is a big day for fitted hat people, where I'm trying to look for one that I had a sticker on, but the hats, these on-field hats, these fitted hats that the players wear, they're called 5950 because they were made. New Era was founded on May 9th, 5/9, 1920. So hence the 5950 name for the fitted hat, and the originator, or the original date of New Era. I don't know the exact history myself, but today is 5950 day. Among my hats, let me look at my spreadsheet here. I know I'm getting a few more in today, so I just haven't picked them up, so let me tally that into account for it. So I should have, so of my, what is it, where are we at now, 600, let's just say 690 hats. I have 346 fitted, but 327 are true 5950. There are some hats that are fitted that are not New Era branded. So it's still a pretty good number of my collection. I would say it's just over half, probably, if I do the numbers right. Oh, quiet. Hold on, just give me a second here. 327 divided by 690. Well, it's a majority, but it's at about 47%. Now, every year, or at least the last few years, I feel like 47 brand does a better job with their brand day. 47 brand day on April 7th, 4/7. They don't do like new hats, they just do sales. I think that's what a lot of people kind of look for. Maybe it's just easier for them to do sales compared to New Era, where they do new hats. Both ways I think are a good approach, but at the end of the day, I kind of appreciate sales on hats that I've eyed up for a while, compared to, a specific hat that maybe isn't as cool. But this time around, we can design a hat that we might want, per se. They started the 5950 day hat drops early. It was probably last Thursday, maybe at the earliest, that they were dropping hats. Some of them were really good. I liked the idea of the hat with the size on the front. I didn't get one, and now they're sold out. I'm pissed about it, because that was a cool idea. Some people I'd seen on Fitted Mafia or Fitted Hat Society Facebook group were like kind of like about it. It's like, these are good ideas, actually. They haven't run out. It's a simple, here's my hat size. A lot of people like that idea. It's not just on the sticker. And again, you should remove the sticker more often than not. They had these leather hats that were like $130, which was insane. They had some other good retro hats that were like pinstripes. I wasn't a fan of like the side patch, like the side graphic design that they used, but I might go back. So they had some pretty good hats compared to years past. But they had been putting together, had been wanting to build up doing build your own cap. And they had done this before. They had done a website program of building your own cap with team logos and designing practically every aspect of the hat. Every article within the hat, the eyelets, the buttons, the flag maybe. Well, this one doesn't have a flag. This is how old the hat is. But this time around, they took away the program. I forget exactly why. Trends Unlimited has done a lot of videos about the Build Your Own Cap, the original version. And I watched one of his more recent videos that it felt full circle for him. That one of his earliest videos back in like 2017, 2016, probably I think it was 2017, that one of his original videos was about the old program, and kind of a nice full circle nostalgic thing for him. So now it's been brought back, but so many children, so many fake hat collectors, I'm calling those people out, are complaining on how bad this new program is. I am going to be old man hatter here, and I don't care. I mean, I guess some people do care, because I did comment on someone who had posted, I'm going to try to put up the graphic on the screen, where they tried to do some different inputs for the graphic on the hat, and it was rejected, of course, because it was a middle finger and poop emojis. I was calling them out, and let me read to you exactly what I had said in actually what I was trying to comment had actually been declined. That it was just wasn't right, or it just wasn't nice, maybe. So kind of wondering now, am I gonna go to Facebook jail, or am I going to go to excuse me, or will it how affect? So actually, let's see the feedback. Oh, keywords and comments. Let's see why it was. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Anyways, so what I had wrote in the response, the same collectors who bitch about Build Your Own Cap program, the new one, think that Realtree is great. The Sliding Bison is their grail hat after starting their own collection from March of 2021. They also buy hats based on where the hat is made instead of a hat for their favorite team. But they are especially the ones who have had Microsoft Paint mock-ups rejected, and thought this was going to be their way of making it come true to sell. So probably that sell part was the key word there. But yeah, so many of these children, and there was another post that I had seen. Where did it go? No, and then I commented, because someone said, this seems like a cool idea, wish they had team logos though. I'm new to fitted, so IDK if they do this often. And I commented, if you think this is bad and wanted to use team logos instead, you're a newer hype collector. New Era had a program like this years ago, but was shut down. You missed out, kids. Someone did comment back saying, you don't have to be a newer collector to think this is bad, LOL. Is it the best program? It's different than the previous one, for sure. But they need to kind of size it down of what's possible. So I did this on the app at the beginning of the day because there was a notification. Now they do have some pretty limited uh, logos, stock logos I use for the front, but you can also type out your initials. But you're limited to 3 initials or 3 letterings, 3 characters, I think. Maybe, yeah, you can only use letters. So it would be nice to have like a little bit more with like the lettering. Maybe I think it would have been cool if I could have had say Hatter on the front. There was someone that had a 3-letter name that said this was perfect for me. This worked out really great. So for people like Tim, Tom, John, Jon, or Al, this will be perfect for you. Dan, but like the New Era logo that they provide are like kind of old schoolish, kind of retro, which is nice. And you can like customize like how big the logo is. They have some different varieties of New Era, like the older New Era logo as a hat, which is kind of cool. And you get to like play around. I'm doing on the computer here that you can play around with a 3D model of it, play with the different colors, and there's a lot of colors that you can use that are pretty, I think, detail or oriented. There's some good variety. You can put a side logo, I don't really think that like it'd be great in my taste. Maybe someone can find a way to make it work. You can put like a back logo, which would be cool. I'm just playing around with it myself, and like have like all these different color combinations. They don't exactly have to make sense, but then you can go with the crown and the fabric type. That you can make it cotton or poly, and there's different colors with both of the some similar colors, but different colors for cotton and polyester. So I like that idea. I'm not done with it. I just want to go next. You can like, there's a lot of customization to this. This is good. Thank you, New Era, for doing this. I don't know if I'll actually do this, just with my budgeting, really. I do give it a B plus, maybe an A minus, for what they're doing. Maybe some better variety of like the lettering. I know that they're trying to conceal it, kind of put it like compress it down. Because if they were to do team logos, then it'd basically be like the Pro Image Hat God everywhere, and people would want to become their own seller, their own dealer, their own retailer, which this is why it's so vanilla to some of you children out there. So I like what they're doing. Could there be a little bit more? Maybe a little bit more with like the logos and the colors. Maybe use some like the newer the newer flag logo. Maybe. Maybe have something related to like Buffalo on here. I'm just spitballing because they're based out of Buffalo. Maybe that'd be cool for like a side patch kind of thing. What am I doing? And you can like change like you can even, I forgot, you can change like the stitching on the seams, which I don't know why someone would want to, but you can do it. The eyelets you can change, which that can make some sense. Excuse me. To to change the button, and like the big thing now of the what do you call it? The underbrim. You can change that, and that's like a big thing. That you can have a tonal to match. I don't know, a lot of people really would. You can make it your own gray, your own green. You can make it black. I think that's an option somewhere. So I'm just kind of like spitballing and just kind of like putting stuff together as I'm going along here. And designing the flag color too on the side, which I love because sometimes there needs to be a contrast in color to complement the hat. It can't just be tonal, because tonal gets kind of boring sometimes. But to the people who think that this is a bad idea, there could be some improvements, I get it. But to the people who say that this is just a flat out bad idea, fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. You are in detention. I am tired of you children trying to put this mainstream think into the mainstream. That's how angry I am. I can't speak. It's just so annoying. It's just so annoying. And I am being an old man about this. So what? This is a good idea. They can't replicate what they did before. There are so many copyright rules out there. There's so many other rules in hat designing that would be broken just because you would want to make your own mock-up from Microsoft Paint. I'm sure, I get it. It gets done. It gets the job done. It makes a mock-up. Those mock-ups look cheap. They look crappy. I mean, I do a way better job with my mock-ups. I use Photoshop. I've been trying to make them look a little bit better, but also make my process easier to make them look more realistic. I fooled so many people with my fridge collection video because my mock-ups looked like real hats. And a lot of you people out there, a lot of you children are using Microsoft Paint. I find that's your level, but just let the adults, kind of take over here and, enjoy the nostalgia. Enjoy this creation program. So I hope you are able to enjoy this Build Your Own Cap program. This is a limited time thing. I don't know how long they're going to be having this up on the website. I will say I can understand that this when you check out, the hat is $65. $65 for a custom hat like this is a pretty good price, I think. It is a little high compared to other hats, but I think it's a pretty good price considering some other places that have gone to that $60 realm for no reason. This would be justified. You have to wait 60 days, it says. About 60 days. It's not a guaranteed of exactly 60 days, but approximation of 60 days. Now, in some cases, like my Berdeen's pre-order, one of them came early. That's the one I have to get after I'm done filming here. Or they can maybe be late, like my Fan Treasures that should have come in March of 2022, but they're expecting maybe May of 22. We don't know yet. That's the same with like these kind of custom pre-orders. You have to be willing to wait. And for me, I know how to wait. If I can wait 108 years collectively in spirit for my team to win a World Series, I can wait a few weeks probably for a hat. So, New Era, hats off to you for doing this, for bringing this back. Love it. I'm going to wrestle with the idea of doing it. I think the idea of doing this will be purely in spite of those people thinking that this is a bad program. This is a bad idea that you guys are doing at New Era. That when so many people were like, oh, these 4th of July in 2022, these 4th of July hats look like Walmart trucker hats, or, these Mother's Day hats, Father's Day hats have tie-dye UVs, or they don't have side patches. Like, this one wants me to get that hat even more. Because those mainstream hype people, or those other influencers who have, just a tunnel vision of what's going on and can't expand their minds and horizons, I might want to do this now. I might want to. But there's a lot of, even with all these, options of colors, and there's plenty of options to go through with the colors, that I want to do it, done the right way, knowing that it will want to wear this in more than just because some idiots out there who have a hat size, who have have an IQ lower than my hat size, think that's a bad idea. So that's my rant for 5950 day. Wasn't really feeling 5950 day altogether this year for some reason. Just that, I don't know, kind of hit different. But this kind of blew my lid off, blew my top off here. So yeah, new era. Good job with this. Some of the other hats for the 5950 day drop were great. The leather one, the idea is kind of cool, but the price is nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my 5950 hats on 5950 day, and enjoy the warm weather out. So let me know in the comments down below if I'm being an old man about this, if I'm being dumb, if I might have a semblance of being right about something in here. It doesn't have to be everything. You might disagree with 99% of everything on here, but if there's 1% that you do agree with, let me know which part I might be right on, just in case someone else agrees with me that might be crazy enough to join me on the old man side. Or if you just, again, completely disagree with me, let me know. And tell me your first 5950 hat. This was not my first 5950 hat. Mine was a Cubs hat, but it had the 2016 World Series champion side patch. It was not an on-field hat exactly, but I got it in Cleveland in 2017. It was a cool one. And actually, after the Cubs beat the Indians in the World Series. Awkward. But always, hats off to you for watching. I will see you next time in class, everyone. Class is dismissed. Bye, everyone.